wish for? No, I don't want you to tell me. I want you to think about it. Oh, no, I don't want to hear it. Just think about it. Exciting, isn't it? Obviously, I don't have this with me. Oh, it's too heavy, honey. I can't lift it. Besides, I never take it from where it is. However, do you know what I have in here?
A piece of it.
I do. I have a piece of that meteor. Guess what you get to do with this? You get to touch it and, oh my yes, oh my yes, oh my yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh my. All right. You've just heard the legend. Now you have to hear the warning that comes with it. Oh, every legend has a warning, and this one's got a tough one. Based on an old adage, I am sure you have heard your grandparents or parents say to you many times, and it goes like this. Be careful what you wish for. It just might happen. You're going to have to be careful, and here's why. You see, wishes that really happen, they're different than anything you've ever done. Wishes that really happen don't belong to just you because they are going to affect other people besides you. Now, my grandpa got worried about that. He started thinking, wait a minute, all those people coming to my farm, I don't know any of them. I've never seen them before in my life. And what if one of them, and this you must consider, yes, this is all it takes. What if just one of those people is mean-spirited and selfish? What if they make a disastrous wish that changes everything for you and me, and we don't like the change? It didn't take my grandfather long to figure out whoever does this has to make this wish with a very loving, giving, and unselfish heart. So he came up with a test to make sure whoever touched the meteor had the right stuff. And this is the test. Anybody that came there, he stepped between them and the meteor. Wouldn't let them touch it. Then he looked them right in the eye, and he told them 3 wishes they could not make. Oh, they could have millions of others. Could not have these 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
First and foremost, the first and foremost wish you may not make on this, you may not wish for money. Well, mankind has swallowed that one hook, line, and sinker. Look where it's gotten us. Greedy people were running the world, boys and girls. They didn't care if your folks lost their jobs or if you lost your homes. They didn't care. Besides, if you want money to happen to you that you didn't work for and you didn't earn, and you're going to bring it in with a wish, you're going to open a terrible door you can't close, because here's the deal. Money wishes seem like they're going to be wonderful. They never are. Do you know why? They always have a price, sweetie. They're never for free. And it's a terrible price. Always there's somebody foolish enough to try it. Do you know what happens to them? Oh, that wish takes them over. They become mean-spirited, grotesquely greedy, selfish, horrifying people. You don't want that to happen to you. There's nothing wrong with earning mountains of it. The money isn't the issue. The issue, don't wish for it on this. It's going to backfire. It's going to cost you more than you can pay. Do you understand me? Okay, that's number 1. Here comes number 2. Second wish you cannot make on this piece of falling star. You may not change other people with this. Oh, well, I'm here to tell you I have issues with other people. Boy, there's some other people I'd sure like to change. Well, but I can't do it with this. And what I'm going to tell you kids next, I'll bet you many of you already know. You guys, you were born with the power to change other people. You don't need this. Oh, for heaven's sake, you were born with the power. You've always been able to do it. I'll show you what I mean. This is what I mean. Here's what I mean. Let's say somebody is being less than wonderful to you. What do you do in return to them that is going to change them? What do you think it is? Bingo! Geez, almost all of you got that. This must be a remarkable school. Absolutely. You change people by the way you treat them. You can't change them with a wish. And let me tell you, the hardest thing you're ever going to come up against, that's going to happen to you a lot. It's happened to me most of my life. There's going to be times where somebody is going to be really stinking and mean to you. When they are, you throw kindness back at them and then watch their face. They really don't know what to do with it, and you win. So do you understand me? You change people with your hearts. You don't change them with this. Got it? Okay, here comes number 3. Now, the third wish is not going to be hard. For those of you in this room that are dreamers, visionaries, you've always marched to a different drum. You don't do it the way other people do. This is not going to bother you a bit. And I suspect everybody in this room is who I've just described. It is going to bother maybe some of you in this room who spend hours and hours and hours sitting in front of a TV. And it isn't so much the programs I'm talking about, although I've got to tell you, some of the programs you watch are awful. Do you know what I worry about the most about TV and watching it for hours? All the commercials and advertisements. Very good. That's exactly. Do you realize for every hour you watch programming that is aimed at you, you've also watched 40 commercials, 40 of them. You think that doesn't have an effect on you? Look what their commercials are about. It's all about toys, toys, more toys, 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 sugar, sugar, toys, video games, sugar, toys, 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 candy, toys, video games, sugar, sugar, candy, candy, toys, 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 candy, sugar, sugar, candy, candy, sugar, 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 candy, 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 toys, toys, toys. Well, but sweetie, here's the thing, and this is what I resent. Kids sit in front of that TV, and those commercials make you think that everybody on the planet has those toys except you. Do you realize that most families, can't possibly afford those toys? So you're being lied to. That bothers me. You're being lied to. You're being sold a bill of goods that isn't true. So to do this third wish, you're going to have to forget all those toys that the TV has taught you to fall in love with. And you've been taught this by a machine, not your families. The third wish you cannot make on this, you can't wish for toys. Can't wish for gadgets, collections, and things. As a matter of fact, you can't wish, can't wish for anything that is bought with money. All right, now start thinking. Get up there in the continuum, because this isn't about what people are going to buy for you, do for you, and give you. Turn it inside out. What have you done lately for someone else? Maybe you know a kid here or in your neighborhood, and you know who I'm talking about, the ones that don't have any friends. Ever occur to you to go out of your way to be their friend? They're always alone in the cafeteria, sitting at a table by themselves, leaning against a fence in the playground, because they never got picked to be on anybody's team. You make them your business today. You go out of your way to help someone else. Because what this is about is those beautiful hearts you have, and it's about what you do for the world, not what the world is going to do for you. What are you going to do? You know, when I stand in front of you kids, here's what I see. You realize that I am a learning disabled student who grew up. I have dyslexia, dysnumeria, dysgraphia, and something called failure of sensory integration. And judging by the behavior I exhibited as a small child, I'm sure by today's standards, I would have been called high-functioning Asperger's. That's who I am. But I rose above it and walked around it and used it to make my life something extraordinary. And that's what I want you to think about. You may not believe me. Maybe one of you in this room is going to end up leading our nation someday. You may. Maybe some of you will end up being medical people that find the cure for cancer. Now, my mother had cancer. I'm a survivor, and so is my daughter. She is also a survivor. So think about it. This is real. Dream and dare to dream, and you grab onto those dreams. Don't you let anybody talk you out of what you think of yourself, and that you can rise, rise, and rise. That's what I want you to think about. By all means, have some frivolous wishes. You go for it, but I want you to stop and think. Am I that person she's talking about? Of course. Of course. Of course. It's you. So you give it a try. Did you have a question, sweetie?
Can you make more than one wish on it?
Oh, I'll tell you that in a minute. I'm going to put this thing away. We'll get it out just when we're ready to do it at the very end. But I thought maybe you would like to hear now something about my life that I want you to know. I just told you that I'm a learning disabled student who grew up. When I went to public schools, and when I was little, they didn't know what to do with people like me. So I thought at a very early age that I was dumb and that I was stupid and pointless. I didn't even dare have any dreams. Why would I? Dreams don't come true for losers like me. That's what I thought of myself. I hated it when they made me read in front of my class, because think of it. I couldn't read. I couldn't read till I was 14. Couldn't do math till I was 14. Still have trouble with numbers. Couldn't write. But we'd have to read in front of the class, and I used to have to come up to the front of the class, and I'd open a book, and then I'd face all of those kids. For me, this was like standing in front of a firing squad. The book would start shaking, my knees would buckle, my heart would pound so hard. I thought the kids in the back row could actually hear it. I'd hang on to the book so tight it broke my fingernails. Do you know what I remember the most? I looked at the faces of all the kids in that room, and I was thinking, oh God, I can't even breathe. Please don't make me do this in front of them, because they're all going to know. They're all going to know. But I would still try. Didn't matter how hard I tried, my brain changes whatever I see. Every word out of my mouth was wrong. Do you know how embarrassing that was, to fail in front of my entire world? Do you know what made it even worse? As I'm walking back to my desk, do you know every single kid in that room started laughing? And they were laughing at me. And that hurt. Because you guys, I was doing my best. And when they laughed, it made me wish I'd never been born. Now that I've grown up, I've come to realize I don't think those kids meant to be cruel. I think sometimes when you young folks see someone struggling, actually you're very embarrassed for them, and you don't know how to handle the embarrassment, so you laugh. I bet here at this school you don't, but in most schools, they laugh. Please, if you see someone laughing, encourage them not to. You have no idea how much you're hurting the person you're laughing at. It was even worse, though. Those kids that were laughing at me, they'd get me out on the playground, and they'd dance around me, and they'd call me names, and they'd make fun of me. Every single day, I went home crying. Every single day. It was excruciating. It was painful. I hope you realize, if you get teased by anyone else, here, anywhere, that there's something very wrong with the person teasing you. They have the problem. Think about it. They can't be happy unless they're watching you be upset and sad. It says a lot about them, doesn't it? So be kind to each other. And from what I'm understanding, this school has very, very intelligent, amazing young people. But you learn differently. So do I. I can't learn the way other people do. And now that I've grown up, I realize that doesn't mean I'm dumb. I just don't do it the way other people do. So you keep that in your hearts. You're going to be extraordinary people. You will be extraordinary people. And you're so lucky you're going to a place where they know how to help you. They never knew any way to help me through my entire school career. I almost imploded and went away. You guys have a wonderful chance here. So you keep that in your hearts. You realize, don't you, that they've just finished studies of young people who learn differently. You know what they found out? If you are ever in a public school and in a special class, you're not there because you're dumb. You're on the other end of the scale. So drop dead brilliant, they have no idea how to access most of what you know. You know things. So you keep that in your hearts. Keep it in your hearts.